Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. You are here on the home of the slightly above average ship review. Got a cruiser this update, and I'm not too excited about that, so we're going to go up the Russian destroyer tech tree, the original line. Got a match here today on Polar. It is a domination match in the Tier 2 Russian destroyer Derzki. Alright, let's go to the informational page here and find out about the Derzki, also known as the Bespoke Knee class, which I like a lot better. The Bespoke Knee was launched, and the Gnevny, also a ship renamed, was launched in 1913. Class of destroyers built for the Imperial Russian Navy, 9 ships built for the Black Fleet. Popular and effective in the Black Sea. Per WoW's builds at the time, at the end of World War I, have been unrivaled in the number of torpedoes that could be launched in a broadside salvo. So you have 10 torpedoes at your disposal, 5 twin tubes. So the Derzki is not a gunboat, folks. It is a torpedo boat. Yet Wargaming still won't give Russia a torpedo boat commander. Now, they don't have very long range. I would not recommend trying to inspire with Gleaves. I think that's a waste of time. I talked about that, I think, in at least a couple of the videos. Here we're going to send 6 of our available torpedoes. All right, 8 of them out there into the gap. We are spotted by somebody, because we are larger than the average ship. So we'll put up our smoke screen, because why not? I don't have anything else better to do. And we'll wait and see what these torpedoes do. All right, really quickly, back to WoW's builds. Out of 15 destroyers at Tier 2, 15. All right, here's your stat comparison. Hit points, Derzki, number 1. 200 hit points more than the Valkyrie. HE DPM, 8th. The number 1 ship is the Smith, with almost double, as we send lots of more torpedoes out there. All right, there's V25, slipped by our torpedo net. But don't worry, we have more torpedoes we can send out there. And we're getting more torpedoes every minute of every day, because that's how quickly these torpedoes reload. All right, turning, still on our smoke screen. We'll just launch more and more and more, and these won't hit anything because we are not good. And we're going to shoot at them, maybe. Only 3 turrets or 3 guns available on the Derzki, so I would not use the guns. I would mostly use the torpedoes, which means you're going to have to, like, jam on the brakes, hide in a smoke screen. We got sonar going on. Yeah, this isn't good. All right, back to WoW's builds really quickly. Torpedo damage, almost at the bottom, 5,917 per torpedo. The Romulus is last, so you're 14th. But again, you have 10 torpedoes available, and no other destroyer can say that at this tier. I mean, that's just mind-blowing. And they reload rather quickly. So throw the torps out there, don't be shy, and you won't regret that. That's how you get it done here in the Derzki. Remaining stats, max speed, we're at 34.0. That puts you 12 out of 15 ships. Sea detectability, 6 kilometers. The number 1 ship is Romulus with 6.1, so you are number 2. So not concealable, not fast. Torpedoes don't do a ton of damage, but there are a lot of them. HE DPM is not impressive, but you do have a ton of hit points here in the Derzki. Here we see an Ensign Gabolde, at one point the most overpowered ship in the game. I kid you not, if you don't believe me, watch my Ensign Gabolde video. When it had torpedoes of a Tier 7 destroyer. Yes, it was very, very fun. Alright, shooting at the Ensign Gabolde. We'll launch some more torpedoes out there, because we're running away. We've got lots of torpedoes. He's in torpedo range. We're shooting all 10 torpedoes at the Ensign Gabolde. And we're trying to turn to get back into the Bravo cap because we don't want to be drugged too far away from the cap circle. I mean, that's kind of the goal of these domination matches, is to get in there and cap. So we're ignoring the Ensign Gabolde. And look at that. One torpedo strike, dev strike, kill number one. All right, moving in here into the cap circle. We got about a little less than half of our health left. But I can tell you that all our torpedoes are already reloaded. That's how fun this ship is. Don't think of it as a destroyer. Think of it as a floating vending machine that shoots torpedoes. I think if you approach it that way, you'll be a lot better off. You won't have any illusions that this is a high-tier gunboat by any stretch of the imagination. All right, got a Kaiser over there as we capture Bravo. And I want to say, I think we're just going to say whatever and go right into Charlie. Are we going to do that? Or are we going to hunt the Kaiser? You know what? I think we're going to hunt the Kaiser because we're up so much on points in this match. I said, look, the only way I'm going to help myself have a match worth showing. And it was hard to get one in this ship because Tier 2 is just a mess. The only way is if I kill a bunch of ships. So 1 set of torpedoes, 2 sets of torpedoes, 3 sets of torpedoes, 4 sets of torpedoes. All of our torpedoes are out on the Kaiser. And we'll put up that smoke screen, even though it won't matter. We set them on fire. Boom, 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 boom. 4 torpedo strikes. How was that not a devastating strike? I don't know, but we killed the Kaiser, folks, for kill number 2. All right. 2 ships left. There's one. There's the other one. We got the Wyoming over here. And, you know, there was no chance for a Kraken here. Is the Derzki Kraken capable? Well, I think it clearly is if you get ships rushing you and you're able to keep them spotted, maybe in a match with an aircraft carrier on your team. And you could throw up that smoke screen and vend out the torpedoes at multiple targets. I think, yeah, it would be pretty easy for you to get a Kraken under ideal circumstances. Unfortunately, lots of matches at Tier 2 are not ideal circumstances. So you already know our strategy here. We are not trying to capture Charlie. We're just trying to get the Wyoming in torpedo range. And then what are we going to do? We're going to vend all our torpedoes at him and see if it kills him. And he's shooting at somebody else. That is a bad sign, Mr. Wyoming. You should pay attention to the nearest threat. And believe me, after 2 kills, I am a threat. All right, all the torpedoes unloaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out they go. The Derzki has done its job, folks. It unloaded the torpedoes. It shoots some HE. Can we avoid the secondaries of the Wyoming? Can we finish off the Wyoming with our torpedo vending machine? The answer is yes. C. Whatever the word is for yes in Russian. We got the kill with the little torpedo vending machine that could. All right, here on the victory screen, devastating strike medal, 7 torpedo strikes, 3 big kills, 2 assisted base caps. We ended up with 68,453 silver and 3,036 ship XP and commander XP. Just so you know, the damage record in the Derzki, 122,000 on the nose on WoW's builds. All right, there we are. We're not at the top of the board, but we tried hard. 1349 base XP, 1 medal, 3 big kills. And we dominated the enemy team, except for that one guy in Karlsruhe who had 3 kills. I mean, GG. All right, let's go back into the port and take a look at this modern marvel. It is a very fun ship to play, although I prefer the premium version, although it's named wrong, and I bitched about that in my Strozovoy video. All right, fully upgraded ship, loadout, 2 charges of the smoke generator, 2 charges of the engine boost. As always, got that common battle booster for speed, the temporary type 1 camouflage, and the early adopter flag. 9,700 hit points with our build. Got those three 102mm guns, 10.2 kilometer firing range, 5-second reload, 22.5-second turn time, HE shells 1,500 max damage with a 7% fire chance, armor piercing shells 1,800 max damage. Alright, got those 5 twin launchers, reload every 22 seconds, max damage 5,917, just a 4.4 kilometer range at 54 knots. The detectability is 800 meters. Torpedo reaction time, 5.7 seconds. Alright, AA defense, 2 Maxim machine guns. It's better than nothing, I guess. Maneuverability, 35 knots, 510 meter turning circle, 2.3 second rudder shift time. Concealment, this isn't really good, despite what the rating says. 5.1 on the surface, 2.8 from the air, 2 kilometers guaranteed. And our commander, Anton Gurin, fully maxed out base trait, Stabber. Increases that AP shell penetration. We got Buy and Vine as our inspirations. And, you know, with this low caliber, Stabber's really not going to do a lot for you. Quick fix, look at me now. Perceptive. Remember that 4th row doesn't count at this tier. And Unstoppable. That's the Derzki, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. I'll see you on the next video.